Good morning students. Today we are going to continue with the chapter Reproduction in Animals. In the last class we learned about eggs, birds, animals that lay eggs, and we learned about the birds and their eggs. We learned that egg has the outer shell, it protects the whole egg. The yolk, that is the center yellow part of the egg, is known as yolk, and in the middle of a yolk there is a bright white spot which is the embryo, and that's what it is, the baby. It has the baby gets its food from the embryo, and the watery substance that surrounds the yolk is known as albumin, and it protects the embryo from shocks and jerks, and it provides water to the embryo. And we learned about incubation, that how birds sit on the egg to keep it warm in order for it to hatch and the baby birds to come out. So now today we are going to learn about another animal that lays eggs, and it is frog. So first of all, open page number 40 in your books. So we are going to learn about animals that lay eggs and frogs in those animals. So we are going to read about the frog, and read with me and be ready with pencils to underline important lines. A female frog lays hundreds of eggs at a time in a lake or a pond. So here we can see in the life cycle of a frog that a female frog lays eggs, hundreds of eggs at a time in a lake or a pond. So frogs lay eggs in water, in ponds or lakes. These clusters of eggs are called spawns. Cluster means a lot of eggs together. So the clusters of eggs are called spawns. So all these eggs together are called spawns. The eggs are surrounded by a jelly-like substance that protects them. So these are the eggs, these small circles, they are the eggs, and the part that surrounds them is the jelly. It is there so that the eggs are protected. They protect the eggs. The young one of a frog is called a tadpole. So from the eggs, a small young one of a frog is grown, and it is known as tadpole. So a young one of a frog is called tadpole. A tadpole does not resemble a frog. We can see that it looks nothing like a frog. It rather looks like a fish. It has gills and it has a tail. It looks more like a fish. It has a long tail but has no legs, and it breathes through gills in water. Now it has gills because it is in the water, and to be able to breathe in water it has to have gills. It swims in water and eats water plants. After 5 years, a tadpole loses its tail and grows organs and limbs. So this one is after 5 years. After 5 weeks, this tadpole becomes this little frog, which is losing its tail slowly and has growing its limbs. You can see its little legs here. So it is growing organs and limbs after 5 weeks. In about 11 weeks, it transforms into a fully developed frog. So after this, in about 11 weeks, it transforms into a fully developed frog. Now this complete change in the form of an organism from the young stage to an adult stage is called metamorphosis. So the whole cycle through which an organism goes through from a young stage to an adult stage is known as metamorphosis. You have to underline the last two lines, that is, this complete change in the form of an organism from the young stage to the adult stage is called metamorphosis. So now let's revise what we learned today about frogs, that female frog lay hundreds of eggs at a time, and these cluster of eggs are known as spawns, and they lay them at a time in a lake or a pond. The eggs are surrounded by jelly-like substance to protect them. Young one of a frog is called a tadpole. It looks like a fish. It has a tail and it has gills to breathe in water. After 5 weeks, the tadpole loses its tail and grows organs and limbs. And in about 11 weeks, it is developed into a fully grown frog. So from eggs, the spawns, it becomes a tadpole. Tadpole to after 5 years, it becomes a little young frog, which is losing its tail and growing organs and limbs. Then after 11 weeks, it develops into a fully grown, developed frog. And now we will read this, Know Your Scientists. Maria Sibylla Merian. She was a German naturalist and scientific illustrator. Merian was one of the first naturalists to observe insects directly. So Maria Sibylla Merian, she was a German naturalist and a scientific illustrator. Illustrator is a person who illustrates, who draws. So Merian was one of the first naturalists to observe insects directly. She was one of the first people who observed insects directly. She documented evidence on the process of metamorphosis of caterpillars. So she made documents of how there is metamorphosis of caterpillars, how caterpillars grow from the young stage to the adult stage. Merian also proposed the descriptions of their lifestyles, and she also told about their lifestyles and different lifestyles. So this is it for today. You have to revise the topic frogs and you have to do the homework that will be given to you in the PPT. Thank you.